Hey, welcome back. I just said something a little funky there. I said, thank you, God Love Source, for downloading wonderful, fresh, brilliant new ideas into us. Was that too much? Was that over the top? Was that an exaggeration? Um, I don't know. It's the history of humanity is such a fascinating study of how humans slowly and very painstakingly have made one discovery after the next to bring us up out of the muck and the mire of uh, incapacity and deep struggle as a race, as a species. We are we've overcome so many difficulties and so many problems. We're still beset by many, but the point is that we continuously solve one giant problem after the next. It's like, oh, you want to go from New York to San Francisco? Great. Jump on a sailboat and go around the bottom of South America. Maybe you'll live and maybe you won't. And now it's jump on a comfy jet plane in leather seat and eat yummies as you arrive in San Francisco in 5 hours. So it's it makes one wonder, have we thought of everything we could have thought of yet? And the answer is obviously not. We're not even close. We have, and yet we congratulate ourselves thinking that we've made so much progress. And there's always the next great idea and the next great understanding that's available to us if we're ready to receive it. And I think this is where the sticking point is. This is where the problem is. Most individuals, I would say in general, are just unwilling to give up what they think is the answer or the solution or the way life should be led. Uh, Earth is a recovery planet, and if there's a great addiction, it's addiction to thinking we're right and that our way is the only way, and we're not especially willing to try something new or different. And yet every now and then somebody comes along and they're simply creative, imaginative, playful, childlike, and they have this capacity to see things in a new way. The story of the number pi, is an interesting story. The Greeks and some other ancient mathematicians, they figured out pi to a few digits, and it was a great benefit and boon to mankind. The number is incredibly powerful in its calculation ability to help us in engineering and a host of other situations. And yet, up until the 17th century, it was still painstakingly slow to add another number to pi. In fact, there was a Dutch mathematician, he spent his whole life carrying pi out to something like 32 digits, which was unbelievable. But the amount of tedious math and division that had to be done, he spent decades of his life making the most minuscule progress, and yet at the time it was stunning what he was able to do. And then this other fellow came along just a few years later, Isaac Newton, although he wasn't Sir Isaac Newton at the time. He was just 20 years old, and he ran away from London to go to his mother's farm outside of London, and he had a pretty radical summertime. He reinvented 5 different forms of human knowledge in ways that are still beyond comprehension and still may very well be the most influential, impactful scientist of all time. But while he was inventing 4 other or discovering 4 other great forms of knowledge, in that summertime of his life, he also invented calculus. And in calculus, he was able to do in minutes, literal minutes, what it took mathematicians their entire lifetime to do. He carried out the number pi dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of digits, just using calculus, and it was instantaneous. So the question is, I'm going to ask myself this question: am I so habituated? Am I so addicted? Am I so in love? What I think the answer is that I'm unwilling to let a better idea come in, because I'm quite convinced that these great ideas to improve our lives and the lives of everyone around us, God's not keeping them a secret. It's we who are closed off. We are, uh, we're, we're tight, we're constricted, we're atrophied in our thinking. And so, well, Greg, then what's the solution? Well, here's the time-honored solution: a willingness to realize we don't know everything, a prayer and asking for a better way of doing things, and then C, the willingness to quiet our mind so that we can hear it rather than continuously hear the constant caterwauling of the same tired old solution over and over and over again. God only knows what idea could drop into our head today that would radically change our life. What is it that we don't know yet, the knowing of which will change everything and give us 10x or 100 times the power that we had before? I'm willing to find out. Are you? Looney says we humans should get on it immediately because the animals aren't happy with uh, the way we're running things. Have a beautiful day. A, B, and C. The willingness or the knowledge we don't know everything. B, the willingness to ask for it. C, quiet our mind to listen. Have a great day, everybody.